Hello and welcome, Pisces, to your August messages. The theme for this month is looking at the positive changes and shifts happening in your experience, as well as the blessings that are flowing in. So keep in mind, these are collective in general. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. Remember, you're a conscious creator. You shift and change your timeline with your free will choice and, of course, your frequency. So let's get into it, Pisces. So kind of some of the quantum shifts or the shifts and changes that are happening in your experience. We actually have two cards. We have people, friends, and colleagues, okay? So your friends and, those that you work with, there's going to be some sort of milestone or celebration. We have events coming through here, okay? So people are going to be really important in helping you make a quantum shift, as well as specific events or milestones, either with friends or with career or with both, especially if like you work with a team. Here, there is a lot of happiness and celebration and social events happening here. And celebration, celebrations galore, I'm hearing. So you might resonate with the Aries energy as well. So we start out with the Four of Coin, which can be about saving our resources. It can be about preserving our energy. The Four of Coin is also kind of like holding on to what we have because we're afraid of releasing to receive more. But it looks like, you might have been saving up, or you've been holding back, or you've been kind of preserving your energy, but for good reason. But we have the Ten of Wands here. So you might have had like a few different projects going on. So your energy might have been a bit split. But with the Ten of Wands there's going to be some sort of release of feels like a lot of responsibility, or could even be an abundance blockage that you are releasing here. And then you go from the Ten of Wands to the Three of Wands. This is about your ship coming in. This is a new beginning. I do feel like for many of you, this has to do with abundance, or this has to do with some sort of opportunity, right? There may have been a bit of a delay and you're like, okay, like when's that going to come in? When's that raise going to come in? When's that opportunity going to come in? And then here it is with the Ace of Coin. Okay, so you do have this beautiful, grounded, abundant new beginning that's wanting to come in. So, some of those responsibilities or energies that were kind of heavier, you are releasing, okay? And you get to receive that beautiful Ace of Coin energy, that value. Now that can be anything, that you consider to be valuable. Typically the Ace of Coin is the physical material here, right? So it does feel like you're releasing an abundance block. There's a new opportunity coming in because that's the little Fool energy, which represents the new beginning. The Three of Wands represents the, there's a little bit of patience here, but it is your ships coming in. It's you making a choice. And then you have this beautiful, abundant Ace of Wands, this new beginning. Some of you, this could be a new job coming in. You're waiting to hear on that. It could be a significant shift in your abundance or in your finances. But then you're celebrating. And you have a 10-10 here, 10 of Swords, and you have the 10 of Wands. So with the Three of Cups celebration energy, the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, like you're putting this stress to rest, right? This stressful situation, this draining situation is ending. Whether it was like a project, like a work project that took a lot of time and energy, whether it was a mindset, but something here that was painful, energetically draining, maybe heavy, is being released here. And that 9 of Swords, which represents our anxieties and things you're worried about, is being cleared. Okay, so you're clearing a very heavy cycle in August, which is something to celebrate. And the Three of Cups is about reunion energy, it's collaboration energy, it's celebration energy here, right? So you do have that, again, people being a big part of your quantum shift, friends and colleagues, and getting to celebrate this beautiful milestone. And then you have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, which is moving forward out of the past in a very balanced way. And the Chariot also represents, it's typically driven by the Emperor, and it represents masterful, like you mastering something in your experience, okay? So it's been a journey. It's not been easy for you, Pisces, but you are mastering something here, and you're getting the payoff with that Ace of Coin, okay? Another message that is coming through here for you is I have two different messages. We have the energy of water. Now, Pisces, obviously, you're a water sign, so utilize and connect in with the water element, whether it's to clear old energy, whether it's to recharge, if you're by like a large body of water, like an ocean, or like if I want to clear energy, I usually want to be around running water. So I want to be around like a river or a stream or a waterfall, but that's going to be rejuvenating and maybe help you to clear this difficult cycle. And for some of you, it was abundance. Some of you, it was just a project that was taking a long time. It was taking a long time to complete. And now you get to experience the payoff and the celebration and the milestone. It's a huge deal. It is a huge deal. So if it is, you are feeling drained or you are feeling tired, make sure you're resting, recharging, and that you're utilizing water, that you're putting your intention into the water that you drink, that you're spending time, maybe you like to take goddess baths, right? And have like really lavish baths that are really relaxing and recharging, or you have meditations when you take a shower, releasing old energy and you're quantum shifting in your shower. Or maybe you like water sports, right? You like to spend time by the water, you live by the ocean, just connect in with that element of water, because that's something that's going to be really helpful for you with releasing this old cycle, but also with recharging, with clearing energy, with just even like I'm getting a playful vibe, because sometimes, water can bring out that playful, like inner child energy. And that itself can be energizing and also rejuvenating. So you have celebrations coming in here, Pisces. It's like a very difficult cycle is ending, which feels great because it kind of, it reassures you, okay? Because that 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, it's like, you don't have to worry about something anymore. There's something that is being taken care of, or again, you finish some sort of project and now you're celebrating this major win in your experience. And that's going to be different for everybody here. But again, the Chariot, you're moving forward in a very successful way and out of the past, and with this new sense of masterful alignment, really masterful alignment, or like a new skill set. Some of you could be promoted, to another position, to like a higher position of leadership, whether that's spiritually, or, with your career in the material world. So, I'm also getting the message with the Chariot of balance, making sure that you're balancing out your experience. I'm channeling, so quickly, and you probably have a lot of momentum. You probably had a period of kind of stagnancy or things being a little slower, and then all of a sudden that ship comes in with that Ace of Coin, and things are moving forward in such a beautiful way. But it does, excuse me, maybe there's a throat chakra clearing, but it does feel like there's quite a bit of reassurance that comes in for you here. Now, when it comes to how you can assist the world, we have the waters of the planet, bless the rain, rivers, and oceans. And when that first came up, what I realized from that, it's not that you have to go to the water and be respectful of the element of water, right? But it's not like you really have to do anything. You just need to go appreciate and spend time around the water. Or like if it rains, maybe go out in the rain and dance in the rain, enjoy the rain, allow the rain to shift your frequency, but also express appreciation. But overall, it's connecting in with the element of the water, and it's your frequency connecting in with, the spaces and places that you go into or you spend time in, that's going to really benefit those spaces and places. So it's like a reciprocal relationship, really. But blessing the rain, rivers, and oceans, maybe some of you like to go, pick up garbage on the beach, or you like to do certain things to help keep, the environment clear and healthy, or, you could work with marine life or something like that, right? But there's this sense of just you playing, you spending time, you appreciating and enjoying the element of water, or bodies of water, because as I said, rain, rivers, and oceans in particular is going to be helpful, right? Is going to create that shift. But let's see what this card has to say as well. Number 26. Yeah, this is about, you pretty much being a vibe, okay? That you connecting in with the element of the water, you allowing that high frequency light to flow through you. Some of you, if you're Reiki practitioners, or you feel called to like go actually spend time like Reikiing bodies of water, things like that, that might be something that you'd like to do. If you're not, just, visualizing that light just like streaming into, through you into the water systems. Yeah, it says, let your life flow with unconditional love. Bless the water you drink, the rain puddles, rivers, oceans, for this lights up the light within them. So there's also this sense of having that intention when you're around the water too, of appreciation, of connection, as if that is a relationship that you have as well. So you're shifting the frequency of the waters by spending time and intention, loving intention. So, or even just going and, doing your water sports or just playing, and having a good time, just being in that joy frequency, that high frequency, and spending time by the water or with, around nature, basically. So, wow, that is what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.